When talking about big-name teams who tend to have great records for the season, it's easy to assume they're the best bet on the spread, but that really isn't the case for college football betting. For example, Alabama Crimson Tide. They have speed, they've got size, and if an opponent has a defensive weakness, they're gonna find it. But last season, they went just 5-9 against the spread. Same with Florida State. They had the best quarterback in the nation last season, put out amazing offensive plays, were basically undefeated for 2 years, but they were horrible against the spread, just 3-11 last year. Why? Maybe it's because these spreads are overpredicted because of the expectations and reputation these two teams hold. Or maybe it's because the teams they face play to their best ability, knowing that they're facing such a tough team. Whatever it is, it seems like the top two big-name teams in the nation are actually great teams to fade with your spread picks. So let's step out of the South for a moment. Take a look at someone like the Ohio State Buckeyes. 14-1 record, defending national championships, and 10-5 against the spread. Now, this team last season faced big adversity with injuries to key players, which probably had odds makers giving them more decent odds than maybe FSU or Alabama. But I don't think this will be the case this season. Their quarterback is the top candidate for a Heisman right now, and after winning the National College Football Championship, I'm sure the odds makers will be making the odds a little bit more challenging. And how about their opponent in that college championship game last season, the Oregon Ducks? People have, for some reason, forgotten the fact that they were 13-2 straight up in their season, and they also went 10-5 against the spread. They were the only team to beat FSU last season, ending their 2-year undefeated streak. And now they did lose their Heisman Trophy winner Marcus Mariota this season, so the odds makers might make this an even easier pick if the offense can perform as well as they did last season without that star quarterback. And finally, this is probably my favorite team right now heading into the new season, TCU, the Texas Christian Horned Frogs. Although they were ranked 3rd in the nation in the AP poll, they didn't make it into the playoffs. I'm still sort of scratching my head about that. But they were 12-1 on their season. And I feel like this deserves a drum roll or an applause before I say this. Seriously, if you haven't heard anything else in this video, you need to hear this. TCU was an incredible 11-2 against the spread last season. This is a goldmine team, excellent coach, returning of all of their offensive starters except for 2 players, and returning offensive coordinators. This is the team you do not want to ignore for the spread picks in the upcoming season.